What's up, H&R Homestead? You are tuning into another video.
And we back.
Okay,
All right.
What's up, H&R
H&R
Homestead?
Homestead.
And you
we
are
back.
tuning in into another video.
Woo.
And with today's video, we are going to talk about 10 things. And we wrote it down so that you guys to know that, look, we've been doing our research when it's been coming down to developing our property. But 10 things of what to do when you are trying to purchase your land. Listen, you guys, it is a beautiful, beautiful thing to do. But yeah, so we're going to go ahead and get into this video. It won't be long. But before we do that, make sure you hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and if you're new here, welcome. And if you are OGs, welcome back. Y'all know how we feel about y'all. Let's get into the video.
Okay.
Number one.
Call the county, your county, and do your due diligence for the most part. Make sure inquire about the land's history. Inquire about things of that nature. You want to know what's going on.
And that's before you purchase your property. Make sure that you are checking to see if whether you have a parcel number or whether you have an address for your property. You want to make sure that there's no liens on there. So you could be paying $10,000 for your property and you got it and it's in your hand and you excited. But once you go down there and you transfer your name into that title, then they're going to tell you it's some liens on there. So you got to be very careful with the purchasing stuff, especially on Facebook Market, or if it's not with a realtor, because most of the time a realtor will tell you and sometimes they would not tell you.
Yes, they will.
Okay?
True.
So that's number one. Number two.
Number two is walk your land and check your neighbors. Number two is walk your land and check your neighbors, because the simple fact that sometimes the neighbors would know more about the neighborhood than you would, or sometimes even down with the records. The records just show plumbing or perk tests or surveys that got done, but they won't talk about what happened.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know Mr. Raymond, and I don't even want to get into it, but y'all know what I mean.
Yeah. Basically, get to know your neighbors. Like he said, your neighbors will know more than what you know. Consider the fact they've been out here longer. Also, not just even when it comes down to crimes or anything that happened in your neighborhood, but get to know them about things that, process that you could kind of skip over. Or maybe you could get to know Mr. John because he have a mini excavator, or he have things in that nature that could be able to help you develop your land. And then when you're not on your property, get to know your neighbors so they can be able to keep an eye, because we do have people that SWAT on your property. We have people that will throw trash on your property. So get to know your neighbors. It's okay. Get to know them. They're not going to bite you. If they mean, walk away. But if they nice, get to know them. Maybe give them your phone number. It is okay, because guess what? You are purchasing raw land, and you want to be able to protect that land as well.
And that's if you have neighbors.
And if you have neighbors, like our neighbors is so far off, but we still go and introduce ourselves to our neighbors. We have about 4 neighbors in this neighborhood, maybe in this area, in this general area. But it's so far off, but they still know us. They know us. And the best thing about it is they will know your vehicles. Whatever vehicles coming through here, they will know. So they'll give you a phone call and say, hey, do you know a black Charger coming through here or anything like that?
Pickup truck.
Anything.
F-350 black pickup truck sliding through.
Right.
Slowing down by your process, your parcels.
So it is very good to know your neighbors. So number 3, and we had to learn this while doing this process. A lot of this stuff we learned ongoing while we are working on getting our stuff developed. But number 3 is before you develop, you want to test your dirt.
take a perk test. Please take a perk test. And that all depends on if you want to live off grid, or you see yourself one day maybe want to put some lights or some energy on your property to make it a little more convenient for you. You know, we're not getting younger, we're getting older. But like I said, there's two different ways. You can do solar, and solar is fine as well if that's what you choose to do.
Yeah.
But most definitely, take a perk test. Take a perk test. Make sure your dirt is good enough for. Make sure your dirt is good enough for septic. Make sure you're gonna make sure all of that. You're gonna want to make sure. Yeah.
Because what he's trying to say is that you could come out here and you could think you could get a regular septic tank, but sometimes you would need, what that septic tank called?
A temporary septic tank.
You could get a temporary septic tank. You could get a aerobic. It's called aerobic.
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 That's basically, usually aerobics are used for if you have an acre, exactly at an acre or less. You want to, just talk to your county about things like this.
Yeah. Most importantly, when it comes down to purchasing raw land or any land in that sense, you want to contact your county. Your county gonna know more than what your neighbors know. Your county is gonna know more than what YouTube might tell you, and even Google might tell you. You want to do it the right way. You don't want to start off wrong and get any liens or anything on your new property, any fines on your new property. So you want to be able to do it the correct way. You're not going through this work for no reason. Just do it the right way. All right. And so number 4 is, again, check with your county. It's very, very important to check with your county. You have to.
Some properties, depending on the zone, some properties can't have, like, it just depends on what you want to do. If you want to build a big, nice barn-dominium out of brick and all of that, make sure you're not in any low ground, wetlands area where you have to build that dirt up so much that the dirt costs more than the house would. It's things that you have to look at. Think about your dream and walk it and move backwards.
Right, and it's
think about
also
your dream and move backwards.
Correct, and it's also things that you might think, oh, I purchased this land, I could do what I want to do. I could bring an RV on here.
Got permission?
Yeah,
Written permission from Trey Taylor,
Trey Taylor?
Crew Tractor.
Oh, Crew Tractor.
Yeah, who told you you could fish here?
I thought it was state property.
State?
Yeah.
This?
Yeah.
State?
It ain't.
Hit the road, dude. This ain't no state property. This is private property.
Oh,
What
okay.
is your name? I want your name.
Huh?
So I can call down and see who gave you permission
My name?
on state property.
My name Hubert
Last name?
Jones.
Hubert Jones.
Yeah.
State property. I ain't never heard that before in my
RV on
life.
here. I could cut down my trees. You have to get permits to do a lot of things, even if it's yours, even if it's in your name. You have to get permits. And whether you like it or not, it's more money. We understand. Trust me. We had to learn that the hard way.
But it insures you.
But it cover you. It cover your butt big time. Okay? So then, 1, 2, 3, 4. So number 5 is... Number 5 is check different quotes. Don't just Google and put... Because the first option that's going to pop up is your higher bid.
And basically, she's talking about general contractors.
Yes.
She's talking about people that's going to come and build your house, people that's going to come and lay the pad for the foundation. Depending on if you have any machinery or your family know anybody with machinery that can come out here. When I say machinery, I mean skid steer, excavator,
mulch head.
Yeah, mulchery. Yeah. We're talking about grapple. We're talking about things like that. Things when it comes to developing land.
Yes. Because with us for what we had to go through, we was quoted $8,000 just to knock down trees, and we cut that price more than half. We found someone local that was professional that came out and if you will see that video, You could just go back. We did record the whole process. Everything that we talk about, 9 out of 10, you could always go back and check that process, okay? So, yes, we cut that price down.
A lot.
A lot.
Well, that's quoting a lot of other companies. That's
Yes.
not just, one company wanted 10,000, one company wanted 15,000, one company, and it depends on how much. You can bargain with a lot of these folks depending on how much land you have, how much is already cleared, how much is that need to be uprooted. You can really kind of, it's just you have to do your own diligence because no one's going to help you negotiate prices with these contractors, especially if they could do it cheaper and you don't know that they could do it cheaper. They're definitely going to take you through there. They're going to take you through there. Them contractors gonna take you through that.
Yeah, you're gonna pay a lot more. Just like we was quoted, like I say, just check. We was quoted $25,000 for a septic tank, and
we called around. We
yes.
seen some people that do it for $12,000. Some people that even do it for $9,000.
Yes.
Call around,
You
and
have
don't
to
just
call
call
around.
around legit company. I'm not saying not knowledge it, but I'm saying if you have to go to the next county over and call around and inquire about their prices. Because that old rinky-dink town that a lot of people don't like going to, that's close by you,
yes.
they have professionals over there too. And if one professional over there say, I'm not making a lot of money here, I have to drop the prices of my services down. So when they get a big wig like you, even the high end is okay with you compared to the leading industry, industry that's leading that particular service. You know, and that's what it is.
Yep. So that was, I'm sorry, y'all. We wrote down everything. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, number 6. Number 6 is check your light poles.
And that's dependent if you want to live off grid, unless if you want power to your land. If you do want power to your land, if you don't want to talk to your neighbors or anything, you can do little things like walk around your neighborhood and see. Walk around and see where the closest, nearest light pole is.
Yes.
See where the nearest light pole is. That'll give you a good piece of information to make a formula to see how much would it cost to put electricity at your land. That's also talking to the power company and where you stay at and seeing how much are going rates, and then you can judge how far you are.
Yeah.
From that light pole to pretty much put your a budget in a ballpark figures.
Yes. Because getting lights and electricity out here could be very expensive.
Very.
It could be very expensive
Very.
when really in our reality, your light pole could be so close and you could get it free to $300. So you have to make sure that's another thing. Call your county.
Call your county.
Call your county because they will give you all that information. Okay? Do not be looking on YouTube, even with us. Don't just take our information. Yes, take it. Call your county. Take that information the most. Because don't just take our information because our county might be different from your county. So you have to make sure that you call your county. You might have more neighbors than us. So you have to make sure that you call your county, okay? That's very, very important.
My county from your county, they not like us.
Yes.
And we not like y'all, you
Yes.
know? So, you like that, lady? You like that? I'm just playing.
So that was 7. Number 7 is the most important thing after you purchase your land. After you purchase your land, number 7 have to be the most important thing. And that is before developing,
Before developing.
before you cut down any trees,
Sir.
before you even rake anything, before you even move any trash off your property, you
Get
want to
your
make
land.
sure that you get your land
Survey.
surveyed.
Ooh, that's
That
an
is
important one.
very important.
I'm gonna tell you how important that is, because if you start doing whatever you're doing and it lead on to somebody else's property and you get to making modifications and they didn't want modifications, yeah, you can have it.
Go in there.
And you didn't want modification and they didn't want modifications, they could fine you let's say you cut a tree down, they can find you 3 times what they feel like the tree is worth because you cut that down, and it's gonna take 20 years for that pine tree to grow back, or that, you know, that black maple tree or that live oak, you know, all of that, you know. You're going to want to get a survey, and a legit survey, because anybody can go to Landglide or Hunt or X or whatever, all these apps, and do their own permit, put their own stake out. But until a legit person come and do it and file it down to your local county.
And get a and then you will also
get a PDF file.
Get a PDF file.
If you don't get none of that stuff,
it's not legit.
It's not legit. Don't do it unlegitly, because it could be a problem, a big problem later on down the line.
Yep. So that was very important. I'm glad baby had said, hey, we need to talk about things like that, because we watched the video, and if I could find it, I will put it somewhere in the corner, where a young man did a video of how to basically DIY your survey by the apps that baby was talking about, such as Landglide, such as Hunt, different other apps that you could actually go on, and you might be just an inch off, but that inch is very important.
And let me tell you something. Let's be real. Let's be real quick. If your ass somewhere in a mofo mountain somewhere where you ain't got no neighbors for 25, 35 to 100 miles from you, use Landglide. This is for places that are underdeveloped, that you can look and see around. You can see a lot of construction going on. You can see a lot of for sale signs, people selling. When you see a property that's finna develop around your land, then you're gonna want to take these type of steps. But if you, like I said, you somewhere way in Utah, Arizona, in the desert, nobody buying nothing, you don't got no neighbors for 100 miles of you, then you know, you thug it. You know, do what you can. Do what you can to survive, and I respect you. We respect you, because that's hard.
Yeah, it is, because it saves you money.
It save your life, but it could take your life too. So we're going to have to keep it like that. You feel me?
So, I'm sorry, y'all. We broke down everything so we won't miss anything. So number 8. Number 8 is slow down.
Please. I feel like that's the most important thing to me and to us, was to slow down, because when we slow down, we got to look at the property that we wanted. We got to look at the property, and we got to put money down to finance it, but also as well look at that area year round. We know how it is. You know, we're in North Florida. You know how it is with hurricane season. Yes. We know how it is when it get hot. We know, we've seen all 4 seasons out here before we start to develop. So we know kind of what to look for and what to be prepared for. You know.
Go ahead, baby.
Okay, where we at, I don't want to scare nobody, okay? I ain't going to scare nobody, but we got bears.
Yeah.
We got bears, real bears. And in the neighborhood, I done seen deers and stuff like that. They talking about bears out here. You know what to do, and if you encountered a bear, and do you know if he's aggressive or unaggressive or docile?
And I'm glad you said something about bears, because that go back to check with your neighbors.
Check with your neighbors.
We would never knew that information if we would never have talked to our neighbors.
Bear steam, bear looking at nigga.
Yeah. So I'm gonna cut that out. So we had to check with our neighbors to see the ins and outs, the good and the bad, the weak and the poor. We had to know everything.
Yes, we did.
Okay. So that's very important to slow down, because we was like, oh, we're going to do this, and we're going to do that, and we're going to do this. And then
we find out, hey,
you need a permit.
You can't do it like that.
You need this.
You know, you modular home, mobile home, stick home, that's okay around this area. Them other stuff, man, you better go on with your imagination somewhere else where you can do that at. Right. You got to know what you want. And slowing down, this right here, this process and not just enjoy this process, but you're gonna learn. This is your own college credits by dealing with this process, because you gotta understand, people in a developed area, they don't have to deal with developing an area. It's already there. The water is already there. They don't need a septic. They can hook up to the city. They don't need a light pole right there. All they need is something. They don't have to go through this process. But for this process, in the long run, your value goes up so fast with just raw land. You can just take it. If you don't want to even build on it, you can take it. You can clear some of it off, and you can just put a light pole outside of it and resell it for quadruple the amount that you paid for it the same day.
Yeah.
You paid $20,000 for that acre right there. You cut some of them trees down, put some landfill dirt right here so people, whoever want to buy it, put a gate around it. You can sell that same for $20,000 you bought today, $80,000 tomorrow. You can do it. No, it's no peak on that. Nobody, it's no, it's what you feel like it's worth.
Right.
This process is not for speed. You're gonna get your speed up when you understand the process. It's like push-ups. Do the right form. Think about the form. Don't think about speed, because speed gonna come. And this is the game where usually the rabbit get the most fines.
Yes.
The rabbit, you fast. You can do a lot of stuff fast, but it's a lot of stuff you did wrong, and you have to turn around and make it right just to do it right. And sometimes you be too far in with money. You have to just give it all up at that point.
Because it
Slow
is
down.
a process, and it can get expensive if you do not take your time to find.
Take your time.
Yeah, you gotta find people that is licensed. Not saying go the cheap route, but find people that is licensed that can do that same thing that the higher companies would do for you for 5 times the more.
A third less. Right. A third of that price that the company charge. Like I said, we found somebody to do our septic tank, a major company, for $25,000. But then we go somewhere in a smaller area and find somebody that can do the same thing, that's certified the same certification. They'll do it for $9,000.
Right.
Come on now.
Right.
You want to save money, or you want to play around and you want to just brag that you got some land, but you don't know what you're doing out there.
Right.
What are you doing out there? Do something.
Yep. And let's take us to number 9. Number 9 is don't doubt yourself. Don't be scared. Do it.
This is just like anything. This is an investment.
Yes.
This is an investment, a limited investment, because God ain't making no more land.
No. The only thing that you would have to be scared of out here is animals, really. And you don't have to be scared of those, because once they hear noise, like that, whatever the float that just flew around by me, once they hear noise, they basically go the opposite way. But don't doubt yourself. If there's something that you know that you want, you know that you want the freedom, do it. It's enough out here for everybody to do it, but you gotta do it the right way. You gotta take your time. Those same apartments that you lived in was once
was a field, was dirt.
Was once
trees.
Woods and trees. Do not doubt yourself. Take your time, do your work, your homework, and get it done.
And babe, I'm gonna tell you, I had to get on one knee when I say this. Remember I say this. If you're doing this and a lot of people around you are not doing this, they're gonna label you crazy. They're gonna say, why you want that? It's bugs and mosquitoes and you gotta do everything all over. It could be real expensive. It's gonna be even your friends and family that's gonna doubt you. But if you jump head first, dive head first. Because at the end of the day, who's making sense?
Yeah.
That apartment that they staying in over there, that apartment finna go up $300 next year on the dot, because the value of the area, the neighborhood has went up.
And guess what? We didn't just wake up one day and say, oh, we're gonna buy raw land. We had to experience that as well. We own a 1979 2-bedroom, 1-bath mobile home. And with that mobile home, we have to pay lot rent. Of course, we don't own that lot. That lot rent is probably the size of our road, and not even half of it. It's very small.
We can fit that lot on our property at least 20 times.
At least 20 times.
At least 20 times.
And when we first moved out there, we was paying around $338 to be exact. Around $338. That was maybe 5 years ago. Right now, as today, we are paying close to $1,000 for that land. For that, not even land, for that
piece of lot, because we own our mobile home, but we don't own a lot, and the lot has jumped up.
Yeah.
It has quadrupled in the last 5 years.
In the last 5 years.
What do you think your area and your neighborhood, why the people that's selling you, girl, why you, boy, guess what? In about a year from now, if they're part of your family or your friends, in about a couple of years to sooner or later, they're going to come to you and say, damn, my rent got high. I see you built the modular home, or you built your beautiful house. You got an RV, your barn, whatever you got. It looked good, but they seen that you still got that RV over in the corner. The people that told you don't do it gonna be them same people that say, rent out that RV to me. I don't got nowhere to go. I lost my job and I might lose my car and I need somewhere to stay. These are going to be them same people that you're going to have to help later on. But they don't understand. Don't blame them. They don't understand.
It's okay to help.
You're supposed to.
But you got to help the people that want the help. And they need the help. That want the help more than need it. Okay? That goes back to just don't be scared. Don't doubt yourself.
Don't.
It could get expensive. It could get irritating. It could be like, oh my God, didn't know that on your own land you have to pull so many permits. You have to pull a permit just to cut down your trees. You have to pull a permit just to do a fire. You have to pull a permit just to goddamn it, dig up.
But if you do your
dirt.
If you do your due diligence, you can see what an owner can do in your county compared on what you have to get contracted out and what you have to get contracted out. If you just shop around, if you just take that extra minute. The extra minute is gonna save you $10,000.
Because I remember my husband called me and he said, this is gonna be that. This is how much this is gonna be. This is how much a septic tank gonna be. And when he told me the septic tank gonna be $25,000, I said, absolutely not. I'm almost sure it's something cheaper out there that we could get. Way cheaper than $25,000. Way cheaper than $25,000.
Now, but keeping the same consideration, we're gonna be blunt about this now. We're gonna be blunt about this now. You pay for what you get.
You do.
You pay for what you get.
You do, but you do not have to pay $25,000.
Yeah.
And you'll get just as much, the best service just as much as the people that charge you $25,000.
If your rearview mirror fall off today or tomorrow, you can go to AutoZone, you can go to a lot of places to get this same thing for $118.
Yeah.
Or you can go to your local junkyard and get it for $20 and put it on yourself. But trust the process. You pay for what you get, but at the same time, you can get a good deal depending on what you consider less valuable than other things.
Yeah. All right, so I know we jumped on number 9 because number 9 we held that a little longer than we were supposed to, but number 9 is very important because some people stop. That's why you see a lot of land that is, I don't think it's called foreclosure when it comes down to land, but that's why you see a lot of people give up and sell their property because they just cannot handle the headaches. All the time you have to go down and file for permits, and all the times you have to go down and find different people to do this and
everybody
do that.
Just wants some money. Just put it that way.
But everybody wants some money, but you got to make sure you could take your time as long as possible. Ain't nobody going to come and take your land. Take your time. Whether we've been sitting on this property for a year now. Take your time, and we just started to develop on it. Take your time because you know why? We had to do our homework. We had to do our homework. We had to get our funds together in order. Because let me tell you something. Come here. It is not cheap. Don't think that you're going to be debt-free and not pay nothing.
Woo!
It is not cheap.
Woo!
So when you start helping all these people out, remember how much you had to do and how much headache you had to do to get this done.
Yeah. And in school, remember in school, so after you learn this information, you can duplicate it.
Yes.
Duplicate it, and you can really make some money.
Yes.
But this is college. This is college. Will be college for a lot of young kids that decide not to go.
Okay, so number 10, it say you are going to need money.
Y'all don't understand. Me and my wife been together for 10 years. In the beginning, we stayed in luxury apartments. We had the best cars. We driving 2000, whatever the year in. We used to do that. But when we thought about it and we say, why we always broke? Yeah, we look good. Yeah, your cars and our place look good. But why we never had no money in our pocket?
Yep.
We had to reevaluate ourselves. We had to go and say, forget that $2,200 apartment, 2-bedroom, $2,200 apartment, and let's go and buy a mobile home and only spend $350, $330 for the first year and a half.
Yeah.
It's going up, but it allowed us to save money. Anything we turned those new cars in. Some of them we still had to deal with. Some people you got to go bankrupt. Whatever you got to do,
do it.
Do what you have to do to pull all those contracts out for you to see more of your money than spend out.
Right.
And when you get in that deficit, it's like a weight loss. When you get in that deficit, you're going to see a lot more of your money.
Right.
And when you see it, then it's up to you how you're going to invest it. You can go buy some Jordans. You go buy that new car. That's $60,000, $70,000 car. But guess what? As soon as you pull it off the lot, that car is going to depreciate by half of it right there.
Right. That's right. And then along with number 10 is check to see what you could do by yourself if you could do it.
That's going to save a lot of money.
Okay? If you could do it, if you could...
As the owner.
If you could rent out a machine and you know how to work that machine or know somebody that know how to work that machine, do that. Okay? It will save you thousands of dollars by doing things yourself.
If your granddaddy was a handyman or a carpenter and your dad was a carpenter and now you a carpenter, why would you have to pay somebody to build your house if you know how to read blueprint?
Right.
You understand what come next when it comes to the pad or the footer or whatever type of house you're building. You know how to build the frame of it. You know how to read blueprint. Why would you, some people go to architects and pay $10,000, $15,000 to do this, or you can just get on the app and learn how to do it yourself. And because you are a carpenter, you just save yourself $50,000 in this process.
Right.
See what you can do and what you can't do as an owner.
Because there's things that you could do to
and there's certain things that you can't pull. There's certain permits you cannot pull. A general contractor has to pull them.
Yes.
Choose wisely. Ask your questions wisely. Do your due diligence.
Which that is the reason why you might pay $8,000, $10,000, $20,000 for certain things, because they have to pull the permits, and permits are not cheap. Okay.
Well, some of them are. Most of them are.
Some of them are, but some of them not.
Yeah, you're right.
So that is 10 things that we feel like that you should do before you buy any raw land. You guys, it's a process, but it's a lovely process.
11. I'm going to give them 11 rule. We do supposed to do 10, but I'm going to do one more.
This a bonus, 11.
So if you watching this far, then you got an extra bonus. But don't put your land in your name, because you are a person that can get sued, slapped, shot, killed, spit on.
LSC cancel.
A trust. So if anything happened to you, that land go to your heirs, your wife, your kids. That's a big one. Put your property in a trust so nobody can just sue you and you can have to come up off your property. Ooh, that was a big good one. That's 11. That's the bonus. But you have to watch the whole video to get that one right there. We're not going to tell nobody none of that.
Well, with that being said, because that was something that he thought on top of his big old watermelon head.
Okay, why I got to be watermelon though?
Anyways.
Maybe a coconut?
We'll see y'all in the next video.
Maybe a mango?
And we see y'all watching. Go ahead
and hit.
No. We see you watching. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Come on and join the HR Homestead, baby, because they ain't going to do nothing but get better around here. And we up out of here.
Bye.